Don't fight in the north or the south. Fight every battle, everywhere, always in your mind. February 206 BC. After Qing collapsed, Xiang Yu redivided China into 18 kingdoms. Han started as one of them. As a potential rival, Xiang Yu gave Liu Bang the most remote Bashu basin, which is surrounded by mountains, hard for the outsider to get in and also hard for the insider to get out. 400 years later, during the Three Kingdom period, Liu Bang's descendant Liu Bei tried to restore Han from here, but failed even after a whole life effort by the most famous Prime Minister, Zhuge Liang. 2,000 years later, 1937, during Japan's invasion, China made a plan called Space for Time, moved the government, factories, colleges, antiques, etc. to Bashu Basin, well preserved the hope of China till Japan surrendered in 1945. Back to Liu Bang. Besides the mountains, Xiang Yu also granted the original land of Qing to 3 surrendered Qing generals to lock Liu Bang's way out. So, to turn the kingdom of Han to the dynasty of Han, Liu Bang had to fight a way out and defeat 17 kingdoms, which includes the mighty Xiang Yu, along with his army of 400,000 men. Seems to be a mission impossible. However, Liu Bang had his advantage. He's not the best in war, and his army was not the strongest, but he can always make the best of each of his men. He earned the love and loyalty of the top brains at his time, such as Zhang Liang, a noble of 6 days who's brave enough to assassinate Qing Emperor, and wise enough to make the best strategies. Xiao He, former deputy mayor of Qing, who well governed the territory and supplied the army of Han with the advanced administration system of Qing, and under the recommendation of Xiao He, Liu Bang recruited Han Xin, a human CPU designed just for war, who never lost a single battle in his whole life. Later generations call him the Fairy of War. He used to work for Xiang Yu, but Xiang Yu didn't pay enough attention to him. He told Liu Bang, Xiang Yu was mighty, but too blind to see the talent of his men. He's polite, but not generous enough to earn loyalty. He made too many enemies by meaningless slaughters. The overlord was just a title. Those kings obey him just for fear, not for loyalty. It's just a matter of time that there will be rebellions against him. Han Xin's prediction was proven right. Just by August, both the kingdom of Yan and Qi started rebellions. Chaos was back. Liu Bang took Han Xin's advice and started his action. With a genius scheme, Han Xin tricked the Qing generals, fought a way out of Bashu, and took the original land of Qing within just a month. While Xiang Yu was facing rebellions in 3 directions, with simply a letter, Zhang Liang convinced him that Liu Bang was satisfied with Qing land, and made him decided to fight Qi first. And because of meaningless slaughters, Xiang Yu was dragged into a war he could not end. Liu Bang took the chance and kept expanding to the east, some by war and more by diplomacy. By March 205 BC, he already gathered a United Nations army, claimed to be 560,000 men, and pushed the front line to Xiang Yu's capital, Tongcheng. Meanwhile, Xiang Yu still couldn't pull his army out from the swamp of Qi. It seems that at the time, Liu Bang could end the war easily, but God of War is not just a title. Xiang Yu left his main force to continue the battle in Qi and took only 30,000 cavalry back to Chu, crushed over 10 times bigger United Nations army, made another remarkable record in the history of war. Liu Bang had to flee to the west till they reached a stalemate at Xinyang. Again, Xiang Yu was having the upper hand. Many of the kingdoms who joined the Yuan army switched back to Xiang Yu's side, and Xiang Yu also ended the war in Qi by allowing them to remain neutral. to take those kingdoms back, Liu Bang gave Han Xin 10,000 men to start a new front line in the north, and Han Xin's records were beyond imagination. Within just 10 months, he conquered Wei, Dai, Zhao, and made Yan surrender. September 204 BC, Han Xin attacked the Qi. Xiang Yu sent 200,000 soldiers to rescue his former enemy, but failed. More kings switched to Liu Bang's side again. Xiang Yu found himself surrounded. Then he sent a messenger to Han Xin, tried to convince him to remain independent, because he's a tiger that couldn't be chained, too mighty to be trusted by Liu Bang, and would not end up well if Liu Bang wins. However, Han Xin was a man of honor, who believed a man should die for who knows him, refused to betray Liu Bang. August 203 BC, Xiang Yu ran out of supply, had to negotiate with Liu Bang, and they reached a peace agreement at Honggou. But while Xiang Yu was retreating accordingly, Liu Bang broke his words and restarted to attack when Xiang Yu wasn't prepared. Even at its advantage, Xiang Yu still fought back nicely. Liu Bang knew he could never defeat Xiang Yu by himself, so he had Han Xin to command the last battle. The two top militaries at the time finally met in battlefield, but not in a fair game. With excellent calculation, Han Xin surrounded 100,000 Chu army in Gaixia. Xiang Yu broke out with only 800 cavalry. When Xiang Yu reached his ending place, only 28 soldiers left. He dismissed them and cut his own throat. Eventually, the war between Chu and Han was over. The 400 years Han dynasty started. And back to the questions. What is Han? Han is 400 years Han dynasty, which finished the work Qin failed to do. That is, to make China in one piece.
霸王别姬讲的是楚汉相争的故事。楚霸王何许人也？那是天下无敌的盖世英雄，横扫千军的勇将猛帅。可老天却偏偏不成全他，在垓下中了汉军的十面埋伏，让刘邦给困死了。那天晚上刮着大风，刘邦的兵唱了一宿的楚歌，楚国的人马以为刘邦得了楚地，全都慌了神了，跑光了，听得霸王也掉下泪来。人纵有万般能耐，可终也抵不过天命。那霸王风云一世，临到头就剩下了一匹马和一个女人还跟着他。霸王让乌骓马逃命，乌骓马不去；让虞姬走人，虞姬不肯。那虞姬最后一次为霸王贞洁，最后一回为霸王舞剑，而后拔剑自刎，从一而终啊！
大王，快向宝剑赐予妾身。
非此，不可寻此断剑呐！
大王，快向宝剑赐予妾身。
千万不可！
大王，快向宝剑赐予妾身。大王，汉兵他射进来了。
在哪里？